1955년 미국 캘리포니아주 샌프란시스코에서 미혼모의 아들로 태어난 스티브 잡스. 대학을 졸업하지 못한 양어머니와 고등학교도 졸업하지 못한 양아버지. 입양으로 시작된 인생이었지만 애플사의 설립자 스티브 잡스의 생애는 끊임없는 새로움과 창조의 연속이었습니다. 애플, 매킨토시, 아이맥, 아이팟, 아이폰, 아이패드. 그는 기술과 컴퓨터에 대한 새로운 시각을 제시하고 필요하다는 것조차 인식하지 못하던 세상 사람들로 하여금 필요한 것을 향해 나아가도록 이끌어간 기술적 비전의 전도사이자 기술 혁신의 아이콘, 과학기술의 혁신을 선도한 디지털 시대의 거인이었습니다. 사람들이 무엇을 좋아하고 어떤 디자인 환경 속에 있기를 원하는지를 천재적으로 파악하며 그러한 기능을 실현할 수 있는 기계를 구상하고 자본과 노동을 결합해 애플의 다양한 기기를 만들었습니다. 췌장암 진단을 받은 지 1년 후 2005년 미국 아이비리그의 명문 스탠퍼드 대학교 졸업식 연단에 오른 스티브 잡스는 사회로 나가는 젊은이들을 향해 자신이 겪어온 인생 굴곡을 고백하며 그로 인해 얻은 깨달음을 전했습니다.
I'm honored to be with you today for your commencement from one of the finest universities in the world. Truth be told, I never graduated from college, and this is the closest I've ever gotten to a college graduation. I was lucky. I found what I loved to do early in life. Woz and I started Apple in my parents' garage when I was 20. We worked hard, and in 10 years, Apple had grown from just the two of us in a garage into a $2 billion company with over 4,000 employees. We just released our finest creation, the Macintosh, a year earlier, and I just turned 30. And then I got fired. How can you get fired from a company you started? Well, as Apple grew, we hired someone who I thought was very talented to run the company with me. And for the first year or so, things went well. But then our visions of the future began to diverge, and eventually we had a falling out. When we did, our board of directors sided with him. And so at 30, I was out, and very publicly out. What had been the focus of my entire adult life was gone, and it was devastating. I didn't see it then, but it turned out that getting fired from Apple was the best thing that could have ever happened to me. The heaviness of being successful was replaced by the lightness of being a beginner again, less sure about everything. It freed me to enter one of the most creative periods of my life. During the next 5 years, I started a company named Next, another company named Pixar, and fell in love with an amazing woman who would become my wife. I'm pretty sure none of this would have happened if I hadn't been fired from Apple. It was awful tasting medicine, but I guess the patient needed it. Sometimes life's going to hit you in the head with a brick. Don't lose faith. About a year ago, I was diagnosed with cancer. I had a scan at 7:30 in the morning, and it clearly showed a tumor on my pancreas. I didn't even know what a pancreas was. The doctors told me this was almost certainly a type of cancer that is incurable and that I should expect to live no longer than 3 to 6 months. My doctor advised me to go home and get my affairs in order, which is doctor's code for prepare to die. I lived with that diagnosis all day. Later that evening, I had a biopsy where they stuck an endoscope down my throat, through my stomach and into my intestines, put a needle into my pancreas and got a few cells from the tumor. I was sedated, but my wife, who was there, told me that when they viewed the cells under a microscope, the doctors started crying because it turned out to be a very rare form of pancreatic cancer that is curable with surgery. I had the surgery, and thankfully, I'm fine now. This was the closest I've been to facing death, and I hope it's the closest I get for a few more decades. Having lived through it, I can now say this to you with a bit more certainty than when death was a useful but purely intellectual concept. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. When I was young, there was an amazing publication called the Whole Earth Catalog, which was one of the Bibles of my generation. It was created by a fellow named Stuart Brand, not far from here in Menlo Park, and he brought it to life with his poetic touch. This was in the late 60s, before personal computers and desktop publishing, so it was all made with typewriters, scissors, and Polaroid cameras. It was sort of like Google in paperback form 35 years before Google came along. It was idealistic, overflowing with neat tools and great notions. Stuart and his team put out several issues of the Whole Earth Catalog, and then, when it had run its course, they put out a final issue. It was the mid-1970s, and I was your age. On the back cover of their final issue was a photograph of an early morning country road, the kind you might find yourself hitchhiking on if you were so adventurous. Beneath it were the words, "Stay hungry, stay foolish." It was their farewell message as they signed off. Stay hungry, stay foolish. And I have always wished that for myself. And now, as you graduate to begin anew, I wish that for you. Stay hungry, stay foolish. Thank you all very much.
그의 연설은 많은 사람의 사랑을 받았고 그가 만든 제품 또한 전 세계 소비자들의 사랑을 받았습니다. 2004년부터 췌장암으로 투병 생활을 이어온 그는 2011년 8월 건강이 악화되어 애플의 최고 경영 책임자에서 사임했고 결국 사임한 지 2개월도 지나지 않은 2011년 10월 5일 56세의 나이로 세상을 떠났습니다. 스티브 잡스. 그의 열정, 그의 에너지는 우리 삶을 풍요롭게 한 무한한 혁신의 원동력이었으며 세상은 스티브 잡스로 인해 무한히 진보했습니다.